we got going today is this is technically early ice, except we have a lot of ice. I mean, we're looking at 14, 15 inches of ice, enough to drive vehicles out here, no problem. But the traffic out here is really limited because the fishing clubs aren't putting their bridges out. There's a hole on the east shore, stuff like that, you know, but this is great, you know, driving ice out here. Except the kicker is, if you're out here a four-wheel driver by foot, this snow is making it very difficult to get around. So I'm working with a snowmobile today, get out a whole jump and spot jump, as with, you know, every time on Lake Winnebago, moving and mobility is the key. Set up here in the shack. It is windy out, let me tell you. This is what we're using right here. It's a Northland buckshot rattling spoon. This is the 1/8 ounce, just tipped with a minnow head here. This one's been through the ringer quite a few times. You can see how the paint's been off, all the holographics off the front. Now Northland came out with a new version of this. This is the Goldfish. The new version does not have the glow on the back like this one does here. It just has the actual gold color shimmer, and I personally believe that this glow does, you know, just does wonders. It, for some reason, it triggers them. Weather said 35, 34 mile an hour gusts this morning when I got up, and I definitely believe that now. Got quite a bit of wind resistance on the back of the shack. I have a feeling that if I stood up, this baby would go sailing. So I'm going to be planting my rear in here until I open her up, but. Not having too much luck here. I think we're gonna pack her up though and get out of here. All right, new spot and already marking fish. So we are going to drop down quick and see what they might be. Well, that's how we do it, right there. That one just came screaming off the bottom. I got more on the map here, on the graph. But that one is good for another day. So the trick is, when you get these schools come up in like this, get your bait down as quick as possible, because there's still fish on the bottom here. I was actually just rearranging all the camera stuff, and then I saw the mark come racing up for my lure, so we're gonna see if we can't pull a few more out. Got another white bass coming in right now, so I'm gonna be aggressive with it. I'm gonna drop it down, hit that bottom. Hit that bottom, I'm going to bring it up. And I'm just going to jiggle it. Be aggressive with it. Should be able to get him to commit. Still thinking about it. He's just very hesitant, very hesitant. Got a few marks on the screen now. I think I might have me a little school going here. And we're all hooked up. Ooh, that's got some head shakes to it though. And we got ourselves a white bass. That one was a real tricky one there. He didn't want anything to do with aggressiveness on it. He did steal my minnow head though. It's alright, we're going to let this one go too, and hopefully hook up some more. So we're going to keep jigging aggressively here, see if we can bring some fish in. If not, we are going to move. And here's a white bass coming right. Missed it. Missed it again. Ooh, he is right on it. And there he is. Ooh, bigger than the last one. Oh, that's alright. I got him all wrapped up. Now I'm not seeing any more fish down underneath the school, so I'm not rushing on that, but it's a decent eating size Lake Winnebago fish. We're going to let this guy go, get some more out in the system, and hopefully we can hook up with some of the walleyes or the big crappies in the system. So this one's down the pipe. So I got a mark that's playing around down there. Something small. It's not giving me the chase, I guess you could call it. What I like to do is, you know, white bass, they get in their feeding frenzy, and if you can keep that bait moving, they're gonna follow it. They'll follow it halfway up the hole. They'll follow it close if you can keep that moving. So when I see that mark come in, same thing with walleye, perch, crappie, they'll do the same thing. If you can keep that bait moving, you'll see that mark scream right up to your lure. You'll feel that pop, and you're hooked up. He is right on. Just came up and hit that little guy, but we got ourselves a little walleye. That's how these guys will go. These little walleyes will come out of nowhere and hammer. But you know what? That is awesome news for our system. There's a lot of these out here. I think there was a few more mixed in with that. But it's always good to make sure that we're letting go those bigger spawning females. We're getting these little ones back down the hole right away. Well, it's getting out here a little late, and of course, as soon as I start talking, see what we got. Big old perch. We're gonna keep this one for the pan, because that is a decent looking perch. See, that just goes to show you here. You know, I'm out here trying to hunt down walleyes just like everyone else that's lucky enough to get out. And you come out fishing for walleyes, and you're gonna get a mixed bag. Right now I've got a few walleyes, quite a few white bass. First perch I got today. There's a lot of little ones, but you know, you're getting a whole mix of fish, and it's really hard to pick and, you know, choose what kind of fish you want to catch out on this system, because 9 times out of 10 all the same species are schooling around, sometimes together, sometimes at the same depth, all over the place. So it's really hard to, I guess, pattern a certain species. It's more so patterning the schools of fish and hoping for the best, because it's always mixed in. Alright guys, well, wind's picking up, temperature's dropping. Unfortunately, there's fish still on the flasher, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta get back to the landing and load up all the stuff and get back home, clean a few fish, and watch hopefully watch the Packers beat the Bears. I did alright today, got about 10, 11 white bass, 2 walleyes, both were small, one was tiny, and a couple perch. So not bad. First trip out here on the main basin part of Lake Winnebago. I've got the next week off, so I'm going to be getting some awesome footage and get a bunch of episodes out and a couple of clips and here and there about some different things. So this should be a pretty fun week. It kind of turns into a little cluster sometimes, trying to record and fish at the same time, but yeah, what can you expect? Like I said, it's a very amateur outdoors station. So this is where we're at today. I'm gonna hurry up and get packed up and get back to the launch. So I'll see you next time on the next edition of OB Outdoors. Tight lines, stay dry.